This is Cainan Russell, Gold Coast-based singer-songwriter and friend from high school.
Girl, you're driving me insane. You're going 145 in the fast lane. You got your foot to the floor, don't need no brakes. With the windows down and the sun in your face.
In the early days of YouTubing, he motivated me. Was the first guest to feature in an episode of Working in Denzel's World. First to be interviewed for my other series, Talent Recognizes Talent. All this took place during his busking days, by the way. And one of the first guests for Talented Peeps, a God-given talent production. And make sure to stick around to the very end of this episode to hear a new original by Cainan. This has never been played before until now. Since I last interviewed you, we've definitely upgraded to a proper studio. I think both of us have progressed in our careers, which is why I wanted to get you back on. I want you to explain for those first time listening or watching this podcast, how'd you get into music?
I guess it was kind of a shock to me as well. I never did music in school. Kind of like unintentionally just started learning the guitar and then just really loved it, and then I just didn't stop. When you start something and then you enjoy it, you say, I wonder how far I can take this. And it's like, it was never a thing of like, oh, I want to do this as a full-time job. The logical next step after playing the guitar heaps was just to keep playing the guitar, and then, oh, I better start posting my videos. And after a year of doing that, quit my job busking, and then it just snowballed from there.
Don't blame me, you're what I need, my lady.
I've always struggled with coming up with inspiration for songs, because compared to other musicians and compared to other people you see in the industry, they've lived a lot more and experienced a lot. Like I've been very fortunate to not have my heart broken. Like I'm engaged to my first girlfriend. I've forced myself to like relate to people. Pretty much all the songs are a combination of like people that I know's stories, and then putting myself in their shoes, and then just being like taking the dramatic side of me and just being like, what if that was me, and that was, and what if the person died, or what if this? That would be terrible if that happened. It's like, let's write a song about that.
I've never heard anyone storytell through music like that before.
It's freeing because you're not confined to what you've experienced. You can actually say, I want to write a song about this topic.
And if you need inspiration on a good heartbreak story, just talk to me.
Oh dear. Well, you'll love today's song then.
I must be blind, 'cause I can't seem to see those big red flags staring back at me.
The number one thing we've both benefited from having someone that's holding you accountable. So when you're feeling unproductive with writing songs, or you're feeling as though gigging is becoming dry and sour, or there's things that she's better at that I'm not. No matter what industry you're in, it's always good to have someone who has the same vision as you.
So I'm a self-taught musician and producer, and I'm going to take my friend's song that sounds like this. And then I'm going to try and turn it into something that sounds a little bit rocky.
There's a few other things in there, but altogether this is what it sounds like.
Please let me go. You walked straight into my life, just like you wanted, baby, now.
Do you reckon you'd be where you are today if she wasn't in your life?
Definitely not.
Yeah, that's great. So Chloe, if you want to be on the podcast, please let me know, because we need to hear your side of the story. You've got one song for us.
Yes.
And what is that song?
I was thinking about which song to play, but I decided I'm going to play a brand new one that I haven't played anywhere else and no one's heard. So it's exclusive.
And you kind of hinted that it's got something to do with heartbreak.
Yes.
And that's how I relate to it.
So I can...
Woke up in the middle of the night, caught you creeping through my mind. What do you want from me? 'Cause baby, I really need to sleep. I thought that we'd been over this. That's not fair, you're being selfish. Let's not do this again, because we know how this one ends. I text you first and you may or may not reply. You treat me like shit and I'm left wondering why. You tell me that I should just get over it, 'cause if you're the spark then the fire has been lit. I'm always least they're not going anywhere in the palm of your hand. If I could take it back, we would start again. But maybe this time we could just be friends. Ooh, ooh.
Thank you so much to Cainan for being a guest on the Talented Peeps podcast. If you wish to listen to that full song in its entirety, it is available on the audio-only experience on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Link in description. It is also available on its own to listen. Link in description as well.
I love you, but I hate your lies. You're everything I need. But loving you is killing me.